I've hidden my date. So I believe it is May 4th. A great day, loving today. My little one is back at daycare, so I'm able to be productive. Very, very excited. And doing more studying for my CMT level 2. Also studying the crypto markets. We are going to talk about crypto. We are going to talk about potentially what might be coming in the next couple of days for the market. And it's a great time to be alive. Lots of amazing things that are coming for everybody. The news, I don't really watch the news too much, but there are great things coming. So know that, do not be fearful when the market corrects. It is a good thing, right? That provides buying opportunities for us, and it allows people to enter lower and ride that next wave to the upside. So having these corrections is a good thing. All right. Hello, Salvatore. ¿Cómo estai? Hello, Bad Scientist. Hello, Terry. You have a job offer as a CRM manager and looking to negotiate the package. Plus, I have 2 more weeks interviews this week. Congratulations, Salvatore. Great to hear. See, good things are coming your way. Put all those good vibes out and they come back to you. A lot of great people that join the live stream just like you. And those haters that come on, they don't last very long because it's more a projection of the negative within themselves. So let's get into the market. Let me switch this over. Hola, ¿cómo estás, Ollie? All right, look at this. We have been screaming higher and higher and higher and higher ever since on stocks post Yellen. Did Yellen talk today? Yellen's coming in February of 2022, not right now. This is yesterday, so let's go today's. Let's look at our information for today. So we've had a bit of red numbers for the US. Optimism, not looking so optimistic, huh? IBD, no idea what is that. Let's see. TIPP latest release, level of diffusion index based on survey of consumers. So they're not looking so optimistic. I look like a Disney princess. Inside info, how should we trade Disney? Let's look at it. I will add it to the list and we will check it out. My thoughts are short Disney, just right off the bat. That's my thoughts going into this week. We are starting to, it seems like, roll over. So potentially protecting yourself, maybe taking profits. I cannot tell you what to do. I am not a licensed financial advisor. This is all for educational purposes. So this is my personal opinion on stocks, cryptos, X, Y, and Z. However, I will show you some things, kind of like the link that goes to this page, Nasara Josara. This might be happening. So holding XRP, awesome, Ollie, me too. And also Doge and Doge Token, XLM, no IOTA, ALGO, yes, XDC as well. So we will touch on those cryptos as well. Looking at the announcements for today, nothing too much, but let's continue forward. So tomorrow, what do we have for the US? We have non-farm employment change coming out. FOMC Evans is speaking. Oil inventories, Evans again. And then let's see if they have it on here. They don't have the SEC announcement, but at 1 p.m. on Thursday, we are due to have the SEC going into a closed door meeting. So that's not open to the public. We will find out what they will be talking about. That is the Sunshine Act meeting that is happening. Let's go here, SEC Sunshine Act meeting right here. Closed meeting set up. This is at 2 p.m. There's one at 1 and one at 2. So there's going to be Bad Scientist. I sold less than 50% actually. I sold 45% of my Quanta shares and I'm still holding. The 45% gave me my total investment. So guess what? The rest of it is profit. I'm just going to let it ride and continue. So good question there. Right now, hello IQ Micro. Oh, you know what? I didn't share this out, did I? Yeah, I did tweet it. I did. So looking at this, we're going to talk about institutional settlements of administrative and proceedings, resolution of litigation claims. What falls underneath that? Ding, XRP. So we could see that there's news from the XRP judge. She said that we were going to be hearing from her this week, right? She didn't make a judgment call on Friday. Hello, Anton, hello. But she was going to make an announcement this week. So maybe that's going to come prior. Maybe we're going to see that XRP right now, it is bouncing off of 138. Maybe we're going to see that it comes down to that bottom bound of the channel and it continues to move higher. Doge, I did give her a shout out to Doge having a 24-cent move. We'll get into the cryptos though. Yeah, IQ Micro, you know what? I cannot tell you which ones are a good purchase. All I can tell you is give you my analysis on the stocks. Up to you if you decide to purchase them or not. All right, so on my list for today, had the SPY. If we break down below 415.40, a nice potential short, you bet. It had a nice move down to 416. Let me take these off over here. And you can see right here on the 15-minute chart, I will turn on the crossover here so you're able to see the nice little signals. Did this provide a nice short opportunity this morning? It definitely did. All the way down to 412. Was looking for a 412.56 target. We hit that. Now, we are really far extended away. We might see a move like this because it pulled back. Maybe we're going to see a move up and then another move to the downside, potentially all the way down to this blue trend line. First, I would look for this orange one, then 404, and this blue one right here. Personally, I did buy some crazy lotto puts on the SPY for 320 for the end of May, right? Sell in May and go away is the saying. Well, it does look like they were selling, doesn't it? Denver Nuggets. Yes, little Doge. I like the little doggy. Doge coin and Doge token. Rocket ship up, baby. All right. So looking to see, hey, are we going to have a retracement up to the moving averages and then come on down? When we have these pullbacks on the SPY, they don't tend to be long-lived, right? We have this pullback here. How long did this one last? Let's measure it. We had it roughly 6 trading days. So is this going to be a bigger move down, or is this going to be 6 trading days? If we measure it from the top up here, then we might see to the 7th of May, to Friday. And then we might see that they buy in a bottom down there. That might just put us right down here at 410. So we could keep it on watch, see, are we going to drop further? Maybe there's going to be a bigger catalyst that is coming. Maybe there's going to be something in the banking system that is coming. I have done a fair amount of research on what is called that new quantum financial system. And they are doing a revaluation of money and then a changeover to this new quantum financial system, which is in relation to ISO 2022, which ties us in to, we'll go to it now, the cryptos, right? It ties us into the crypto market. And we do have Dogecoin right here. That is the beast of the day, breaking out. I did give us a target. Hey, I measured it from down here, 24 cents, right? Or 37 cents. No, I think I measured 24 cents right here. 34 cents. Okay, it was 34 cents. And then I went from down here, 34 cents, roughly 60, 62. And sure enough, we went there. Doge tokens, I will show you, old salt trading. Not a problem, I will show you. Okay, so Doge right here now, everyone is like, Doge, I don't like Doge. This was set up as a joke coin. It was until it was adopted by Flare Networks. So Flare Networks, again, we have XRP ISO 2022 standard coin, right? That is going to be one of these standard coins. It's on their website. It's on the ISO 2022 banking website. If you go and look at all of their partners, in fact, let's check it out and see if they've updated updated their partner list. They were in over 70 different countries. Here we go. Ripple collaborates with financial institutions worldwide, more than 100 worldwide. And so that, oh look, even AWS is, hey, did you know that Amazon is part of the Ripple network? I didn't realize that. Doesn't surprise me though. Look at that. Here we go. RippleNet members, Santander, Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, India, Brazil, Singapore, Canada, another one, China, UAE, UK, Australia, Sweden, Japan, Thailand. Learn more about Ripple. Did you see that this is on Amazon? I had no idea. Internet of Value video. Interesting how Ripple got started. I'm going to check these out later. I will put this in the description below the video. So let me go over here. Okay, yes, I don't want to hold that. So I'll do that while we're chatting away here. And so XRP will be a standard, one of them. It's not going to be the only one. XLM as well, likely a standard. I'm not sure that it says that XLM, let's see, Stellar, ISO 2022, 2021. Let's see if it says that there's a standard. Swift, Ripple technology, and Stellar is the technology. So this is 2019. Let's see if we can find a more current article from 2021. But IBM and Stellar, here we go. April, no, that's just a Versus article. February, BIS and Swift. Thank you to you two for pointing out the BIS yesterday. I appreciate that. Always learning new things. I am not a omnipotent person. I don't know everything, but I do look a lot of stuff up. So here we have the Bank for International Settlements, BIS. Thanks, you too. And the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Communication Systems, SWIFT, have teamed up to host a hackathon. And let's see, let's find Stellar in this article. Control F. Stellar. Where is it? It doesn't look like it's here. Ripple down here. GPI leading competitor to Ripple. Swift has been overhauling its network. Again, it's like Ripple is just all over the place. I'm not a god. Although we all have divine intervention within each of us, right? Ah, bonjour, group smile, ça va? Je suis en Montréal. Okay, so looking at that, Doge is partnering with the Flare network. Sorry, I was going to Ripple. Let's go Flare network. So Flare network is a spin-off of Ripple. Ah, good. I'm happy to hear. Okay, so Flare network is a spin-off from Ripple. Their token is Spark, right? And so they're going to have Spark tokens, Doge tokens as well, to be utilized on their network. Here we go. Let's go here. And the Flare network's next generation of smart contracts. And Flare network token structures security, various blockchains. An idea for Flare networks came from leveraging security concepts utilizing in XRP and frameworks from Ethereum. So it's sort of a bridge between the two. Ali, I personally have a bigger target of 1,000 to 10,000 in the long term for XRP. That's my personal opinion. So XRP up here, little umbrella, right? Then we have a spin-off. We have Flare networks over here. And what corresponds with Flare networks? Doge coin, right? Doge coin right here. Now we have the Stellar, right? Stellar network, which is set up. One of the executives from XRP started the Stellar network, right? They said, oh, you know what? We're going to split off. We're going to start our Stellar network. Stellar network is also being used similarly, very green, efficient way to transfer money. And what is going to be part of the Stellar network? Doge Token. Now, the big difference between Doge and Doge Token is Doge is unlimited, right? We have a big cloud of Doge coins. Doge Token is limited to 10 billion. And uphold trading, you are curious about Doge Token. Very easy. Go to Doge Token, right here, to their website. And yes, haha, Dogecoin was set up as a joke, right? Doge community has always been about fun and humor. We propose a move from the more hobby-driven blockchain technology to the most secure and advanced Stellar, right? So Doge Token is on Stellar, and they only have 10 million. Now, when you go to the website, uphold trading, you can use these different wallets, basically XLM Stellar wallets, to purchase. However, I have heard that Lobster is the easiest one to utilize. They've had issues with Stellar Port and Stellar Term, from what I know in the crypto community, but that Lobster has been fairly good. And right now, there's only, like I said, 10 billion in supply. They're setting it up for 2 decimals. So potentially, I'm thinking that if they're setting it up for 2 decimals, it would go to $1. Let's check out the valuation right now. Coin market cap, right? Because if it's going to go to $1, and let's search it up here. Very easy, DOGET. And where are we today for Doge Token? We've dropped down 8%, down to 0.06 of a cent. So still super, super affordable. Say you were to throw in, $100 divided by 0.006112, ding, you're gonna end up with 16,000 tokens. Okay, so your $100 might turn into 16,000, just as an example. I'm not saying it's done. Nice, Roger. Hope you had a great trading day following the trading watch list. You have uphold and it's not able to get Doge Token. Yes, uphold trading, you would have to go to a Stellar wallet to be able to. Actually, what you would do is you would buy XLM. You could buy it potentially in uphold, transfer that over to a Stellar wallet, and then buy Doge Token. Does that make sense? So step 1, acquire XLM. Step 2, potentially open a Lobster wallet. Step 3, transfer XLM. Step 4, buy Doge Token. Does that make sense? So it's part of that Stellar network. And since it's set up to go to 2 decimals in trading for sending, that likely this is going to go to $1, in my opinion. That's where I see this one going. So then if you put in $100, you would get roughly 16,000 tokens. If it goes to $1, then you end up with $16,000 from your 100. Not a bad return, right? And you were asking about Ripple. Somebody asked about Ripple target. Ollie. So when we look at Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse set this up to be a world currency, right? To be able to absorb all of the value of the currencies around the world. And that would be in the quadrillions, right? I think quadrillions valuation. Let's see. Total currency around the world 2021. I should have put value. How much money is there in the world? Ding. Let's go see. 37 trillion. Okay. Oh, money in form of investments, derivatives, and cryptocurrencies exceed 1.2 quadrillion. Okay. Let's do our little math. You know what, Ollie? I personally have no doubt because of the research that I have done. So 1.2. So if that's 1.2 quadrillion and we have 100 billion, let's do the math. Okay. So this is 1 trillion, right? Billion. 1, 2, 3. That's 1 trillion. 1, 2, 3, 1 quadrillion divided by 100 billion, right? That's how many coins we have. That's 100 million, 100 billion, correct? Total supply is, the amount of coins that are circulating in the market are in public hands. So we have 100 billion. Okay, we're doing our math. If this were enough to absorb, maybe we're going to 12,000 a coin. Yeah. So this one also has great potential growth in my personal opinion. If $1 goes to 12,000, amazing, right? So we have $100 going to maybe $100 going to maybe 16,000. Here we could say 1 to 12,000 if it were to absorb all of the money in the world. Maybe it won't. XLM is another one to look at. And XLM is at 50 cents. I don't know. I have no idea what a rough target would be for Stellar. Maybe they're going to, maybe they're going to peg them to 10,000. Maybe they're going to make them all equal, and then it's just, hey, all of a sudden you have all this value and you can utilize it. And it's not really going to change too much. With this whole reset that they're talking about, that they're going to revalue currencies and then make everybody equal. So you think about it, we're all, humans on this earth. Why is one country necessarily going to receive more money than the other country? Okay, maybe they have different supplies of oil or gold, and that could be the store for which the value comes from. But really, we're all humans first, right? So we're all equal as humans. It doesn't matter what our skin color is. It doesn't matter what our religion is, and that's the viewpoint that I've grown up with. It doesn't matter what you look like. We are all humans first. So maybe the valuation is all going to be equal for everybody. I know it seems kind of far-fetched, but maybe the tokens or coins are all going to be roughly the same. I don't know. I'm not sure about the valuation for Stellar. Sort of went off on the philosophical there. So Dogecoin, like it 60, I would anticipate a pullback down to this yellow trend line. We were hovering along it, and we definitely shot up. ALGO is another one there that is part of the new system to be used for payments. Let's pull this back here, and let's pull this back here. So would like to see that this is going to hold 117, 115 area. It keeps hitting this 145, and then it rejects it. So once it breaks above there, I think we'll see that we hit up to 197. Maybe it's going sideways. Maybe there's some acquisition going on. Also with XRP, I love going to the XRP wealth list. We check this daily. Yesterday we were at 2.88 million accounts. Let's see, how many accounts do we have today? 2.895. So we had roughly 7,000 new accounts coming in today. And what does it take to be in the top 10%? This is dropping. So it is 2,039 today to be in the top 10% of the XRP holders. Top 5% is 8,435. Top 4% is 11,284. So this has been dropping. You can see over the past 3 months, it's got a 3-month rough scanner here, and it's been dropping. As more people open up accounts, majority of accounts you can see are really in the lower range, between 20 to 499. How long do you think it will take to get to $1? I'm sorry, Morgan, which coin are you talking about? For how long? All right, we also have IOTA. So much of the crypto space, we do have Bitcoin pulling back. I personally think that Bitcoin is going to crash. I do not hold Bitcoin. I do not hold Ethereum. However, I do hold Ethereum coins such as Doge Token. Also hold Doge as well. XRP. How long do I think it'll take to get to $1? It's already over $1. XRP is at 130, 135 right now. I would be looking for it to hold this upward trend line right here and pull back maybe as an entry at 124 right here. We will see if it holds this 134 level that was a resistance, support and resistance. Maybe we have a new downward move setting up right here. We have a 1, 2, 3, maybe this is a 4, and maybe we're going to skyrocket up further. Maybe we'll be heading up to 238 here. We will see. Also, XDC is another one to be used in the financial markets. This has broken out of the lower bounds, so I'm going to have to delete that. And it looks like this one, I personally got in down over at roughly 3 cents over here when it was bottoming out. So it's not abnormal for this sort of retracement back to the mean, right? Maybe we'll see it come back down to the 50 simple moving average. I think Ethereum might have a huge move this year. Check out Squish Chaos on Twitter. Triple halving, Bitcoin is lagging, not in vogue right now, needs announcements. In my opinion, Bitcoin will kick the bucket because it is not green efficient, it is expensive to use and slow. So when you have other efficient coins that are already going to be used around the world, that are in the banking system already, they actually started using the ISO 2022 all the way back in 2004. Then 2015, they started mentioning the efficiency of cryptocurrency. And then that's when 2017, they really pushed it, and there is a big wave of the crypto world back in 2017-18, and then it pulled back. I think they were talking about pushing it into adoption. Now we're at the adoption phase. So even though people are, oh yeah, this is gonna be like 2017, 2018, it's going to drop, and then it's going to, face plant on all these altcoins. In my opinion, no. In my opinion, we're going to see 5%, maybe 10% of the 9,200 coins survive, and then the rest are going to have a lot of value because they're going to be used in the banking system. So my personal opinion is that they are going to be used in the banking system. These right here, as well as I believe that Link might also be used there too. Link is on the Ethereum network. I think that Ethereum personally will survive, but I don't hold any of it. When you can see the potential growth and return from an 8-cent currency, what if this one went to 3,000? Would you prefer buying Ethereum because it's a big name right now? Or would you prefer buying lots of tokens at the small amount, right? It's just a matter of that. Yeah. Morgan, no worries, no worries. No, I just wasn't sure. With Doge Token, I'm not sure how long that would take to get to $1, or even, that's the one that I think that will go to $1. I'm not sure. That might be, we might see that these just sort of explode overnight, or maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not the one in control. I'm just checking them out, doing the research, and personally investing in them. All right, let's head back to the stocks. All right, so we XLM is the another one, Stellar. So this looks like maybe we're setting up a bit of a head and shoulders. If we pull this, let's see if I'm this right here. Broke out. Was there bigger volume down below? Let's put it on the cross hash mark. Not that much bigger volume, but maybe we're going to come back down. A lot of these are trading sympathetically to Bitcoin right now, which is pulling back. It's hitting the 425. Let's pull that up. Let's go to the crypto list over here, and let's do this. And let's see, where's Bitcoin here? So Bitcoin is down 6% today. Hey, look, nice short signal, right? I think we could see that this pulls all the way back down, potentially down to 28,000. I don't know if anybody trades Bitcoin futures, but I would look first down at 48,700, then a continuation move, and so on, so on, so on, with it coming all the way back down to this wedge back here, which was set up from a longer term trend before the explosion move that happened December of this year, when we were talking about the adoption, hey, of XRP, right? Everything started, usually it's Bitcoin first. It's the low float monster of the crypto sphere, and low floats tend to run, right? We saw that with GameStop. Bitcoin is one of those that is that low float monster. However, as quick as it goes up, it can go down. It's like a little rock. And when we look at it on a weekly chart, Did I hit the, I hit the day. Here we go. When we look at it on a weekly chart, looks like a lot of distribution up here. So if we draw a little rectangle, hey, right now, this is just going boring kind of sideways. Looking at the chart, right? Yes, this range is fairly big, 48,600 to 59,000 or 60,000. So it's a $12,000 range. But when you look at it from a trading standpoint, we had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. Maybe we're going to take another leg, $12,000 leg to the upside if we break out up above 60, or we break down another 12,000 from here and move on down to 36,000, which would make sense, right? It seems to have a slowdown in volume as well. If we move all this out of the way, let's get rid of these lines here. So we can see that, hey, the volume really peaked right here, had another big one here on that sell-off, and it's not really been able to hold up above 57,800 or 680. We've just had volume that has been dropping. People are having interest in other coins, and a lot of times that happens that the altcoin market starts to move after Bitcoin, right? So even look at this. I love this one. This is the awesome indicator. This is not looking so pretty. We have the MACD crossing over, and it looks like this is ready to have a nice little correction set up. Last time that I had a correction, timing of that over here, red dot down to here, was roughly 14 weeks. So we might say that this has a 14-week or a quarter of a downward turn to it, right? All right, enough about crypto. Let's move on to stocks. So we have the SPY, right? Correcting today. Not abnormal. Mentioned to watch out for this, right? Over the weekend, sure enough, we pulled back, hitting that 412 level. I did call that out as a potential target. And now we're bouncing a little bit. We have a, what is this yellow trend line over here? Let's see if I can put this on all charts. See if it will show up on the other one. Huh, no, it's not showing up over here. Interesting. So I'd watch to see as well if we're gonna come down. If this does not hold, my next target would be roughly 408.36. Now, that one is from the base of the run for the year, right? From March 2020 down here. So we could retrace back to that. We've been a bit extended from it. And the angle right here is fairly steep, right? Or no, it's fairly shallow actually, 24 degrees. Nice daily green scalp this morning with X. Oh, awesome. So this could very easily pull back, bounce, and then drop, right? My target over here is roughly 320. We had this as a resistance area. So maybe 323 would be a good target if we pull back down as a correction, right? Hello, Jane. Could you please look at Woozy triple bottom at 20? Yeah, will do. And somebody else wanted to check out another one. Hold on. I'm going back in the chat here. X Quanta. We talked about Quanta. That's a longer term holding for me. And there's another one. Woozy. What else was there? X. Okay, let's go to the Qs. So the Qs are definitely pulling back, almost hitting the 50 simple moving average right here. Gave us that short signal yesterday. Called this out as well yesterday. Hey, if we break below this level of the M potential target all the way down here, maybe we're going to have a bounce and then a bigger move. Remember that Apple and Microsoft are the big ones that can affect the market. Did you guys see that bigger wedge? Let's take this, put this over here, and let's take this baby and put it over here. Hey, look at this. It looks like a dragon almost. Looks like it's ready to breathe fire, huh? Do you guys see that? With a little eye. Maybe we have a little eye that I could put on here. Do you guys see the eye? We'll make this an eye. All right. Where is the dragon breath going? Is this a long longer term rollover rounded top for this dragon and it's going to breathe down, or is it going to breathe fire to the upside? Triple bottom would be like this. Kind of like an inverted head and shoulders, but all at the same level, using this as the support line. All right, and then the Dow Jones. So we have all 4 indexes. This one looks like it's topping off here too, maybe ready to pull back down to test down here. Remember that the Dow Jones is a bit manipulated, what part of the stock market isn't, right? To always have the top 30 performers in it. So looking at this, we might see that we pull back down to 332, so $7 to the downside right there. XLF, big movement in prints. So keeping this on watch. Oops. Going to move these to the upside up here. We definitely have an ascending triangle. Is it going to break down below? We also have a bit of maybe distribution. Big volume right here as we topped off. XLF. Okay, it's not really crossing up. I'm waiting for it to go on the other computer. Doge is coming back up to 55 cents. Let's see if it breaks out above 60-cent mark over there. VXX definitely increasing right here. Let's look at it. Finally got a long signal. But look at how long we have a long signal on average. Just one day, right? Very rarely do we have bigger moves. We saw it go from 64 up here to this purple line. If we come and we correct, maybe we're heading all the way up to 60.92 or the 57 mark right there. All right, let's look at Amazon. What a pullback, right? I'm still looking for it to hit this 32.50. That has been a longer term support and resistance to test. Third day after earnings. Remember when also, yeah, it is bullish month pop. However, it can also break down below that trend. So we will see. We will see based on the new financial system. That's why I'm really looking at banks. If the banks go down, that's going to heavily affect the stock market. How about all their naked hedge positions? Right, Mont Pop? That is why I'm really looking at those banks. Whoops. Let me just close that so we don't get any more pop-ups there. All right, so Amazon. Mentioned this before, pulling back. We broke out. However, we have hit, there we go. We have hit a resistance point from the past, 35.50, and we pulled back from it. Down here, we pulled all the way back down to 2,900. Are we going to pull back from there? Yep. All of the majors are definitely down. Facebook as well. I had Apple on my short list, so that's why I have it at the end today. So this is pulling back as well. Facebook is definitely pulling back. Are you seeing a pattern? They surged after earnings and then they pulled back. Apple as well. Apple surged with earnings, major pullback. We're hitting that 50 simple moving average and the volume weighted anchor price. I'm not sure why I picked that day, but I'm going to put it down here. Volume weighted anchor price that we are hitting right now. Looking to see if we hold this support, right? Well, supposedly everything was going amazing for Apple. Why is it tanking? Maybe the big guys sold, right? Hello, view my trades. So looking for this to pull back, right? Maybe we're going to pull, I would look for this to pull back all the way even down to 122. However, not today. We've had major extension days to the downside. I would look for the rubber band effect, right? Drops, potential bounce tomorrow, catch it at that rollover point in my opinion for the next leg down, right? I wouldn't necessarily go long just because it's so extended away. Yesterday would have been a beautiful day because it closed below all these moving averages, giving us that short signal, boom, potential move to the downside. All right, also Microsoft, let's check out Microsoft, these major ones in the moving averages. Yep, Microsoft, run up on earnings, boom, it drops. Are you seeing a pattern, right? And this is the second time that we've had this move. Microsoft did it here, pulled back. How far? All the way down here. So I'm looking for this to pull back down to 237, if not further, right? Interesting news, right? Bill and Melinda Gates. Oh, Splitsville. Why? What's going on? He's not even really working that much. How about Bezos and his wife? Split. What happens to all these big billionaires? They seem like they end up splitting from their wives. Maybe the money is more important. All right, let's look at Tesla as well. Another one kicking the bucket today with 20 points to the downside. Was watching to see if we would bounce here. We did bounce, hit the 20 simple moving average. Now we're below the 50 simple moving average. This is not looking good. I do love Tesla as a company. However, right now with this chart, I would be looking for this to pull back further to 631, and then maybe even all the way back down here. This is the 161 EMA. Potentially looks like a black swan, Mon Pop. Yeah. Maybe there's more things to come. Maybe those 320 puts for May 28th that I purchased are just going to skyrocket to the moon as XRP, in my opinion. All right, AMD as well today. AMD is the choppy one that I do not like to trade. However, it did provide a little bit of an opportunity today. Hit the upper target and pulled back. This blue line is my close from the prior day. So we are below yesterday's high volume day and continuing to the downtown. Yeah. Oh, really? I didn't realize that. I didn't know that happened. But I'm not a huge follower of what he does in his private life. Twitter was also on my list for a downward move today, or upward move, and it nicely pulled right back down, right? We have 3 negative days here. The moving averages are catching up. It's a smaller move yesterday, bigger volume. We are below all of the volume. Yesterday, we did have big dark pool activity on Twitter. We are below it. That would lead me to believe that they were selling. If we go above this trading day from May 3rd, I would go long Twitter. However, we are below it. I am short Twitter. Pfizer topping off. Oh my goodness, we are going to be selling annual vaccines for this COVID virus. That was their big news, looking to make millions or billions or trillions. Well, it bounced and then it dropped back down, right? So looking for this to pull back down to this trend line, $39 and then further. X. I know that Roger traded X today. Beautiful trading, Roger. Let's look at it on the 15-minute chart, shorter time frame. So came up, hit the resistance, pulled back. Hey, look, we hit our 50 simple moving average. If you don't have the 50 simple moving average on your chart, please put it on. It will help you with your trading. You'll see it will be somewhat like a brick wall speed bump for price action, reversal point sometimes. Maybe that's the brick wall. And then it pulled up. Oh, look, it pulled back to the 20 this time. Study the charts. Really, really study the charts, and it will help you in the long run if you want to be a successful trader. All right, BP as well was also on the list. Pulled back on the day, though, gapped up and pretty much filled the gap back down to the closing price. Under Armour announced earnings. Under Armour and UAA, just put one on because they do tend to trade fairly similarly. And this one gapped up, pulled back on the day, and dropped. I have no idea what the earnings results are. However, trading the chart after earnings is going to provide great volatility. Lou as well was also on the list. Big drop down for Lou. Lufax, it just had that sort of setup with massive volume, looked prime for a big move, and this big spike right here that led me to believe that we might have a bigger drawdown to the day. Bank of America was also on my list, ended up gapping, or dropped, but then it's rebounding back up, filling the gap on the daily chart, or 24-hour chart here, after pulling back. And we already talked about AMD and Tesla. You also wanted to talk about Vuzi, so let's check out Vuzi. Was there another one? You want to check out CRISPR? Gene modification therapy. All right, so Vuzi, it does look like it's hitting the support roughly over here around 2040 or 2050 area. but it's definitely in that downward motion. Higher volume on yesterday's candle. Would have to see where we are end of day with the volume and the price action. This looks like this could have a potential bigger move if it closes below 2040 on the day. I would look for it to fill down here, down to that $18 mark right here. So it might have a bigger move to the downside. Let's check out CRISPR. So CRISPR, below the 50 simple moving average, below the 200 exponential, below the 200 simple. I would look for this to fill the gap down to 109.85 and then on down to 105 and then 100, maybe all the way back down here to 96. This looks like the 200s have been acting as support and now it's failing. So if it breaks below that 110 area, bye-bye. It looks like it's going to drop down further. So I would keep that on watch. Why do I have all these green dots here? And I'm going to get rid of, oh, hold on one second. I want to get rid of these lines. And we'll save that. All right, so BP consolidating and looking to continue up. It could for sure. This 425 EMA does tend to offer resistance many times on the daily and the 45-minute chart. In fact, on the SPY, it bounced off of it today to the penny. It was pretty cool. That it bounced right here from right off of that. And now it's just sort of hovering around. So is this going to be, I like to use it as a bear or bull indicator on my 45-minute chart, but on the daily chart, many times it will act as a brick wall. And we can see that BP, was it BP we were talking about? Oh, I'm not on the 24-hour chart. There you go. Where it hit right here. Also, let's see where Boeing is. Boeing at one point really used it as, Boeing used it as a resistance right here first time around, second time around. Then once it broke through, then it flipped to be support. So I don't know, Mod Pop, if you want to try that 425 EMA on your chart too, it tends to work. It's pretty cool. Doesn't cost a thing. And this other cool one too, the 336 simple. I found that that's been working too. So playing around with different moving averages. And I want to thank you guys for joining me. If you have any other ones, please put them in the chat right now. I'm going to take a sip of water if you have any other ones you want to check out. Otherwise, we will wrap it up for today. Yeah, my pleasure. Experimenting with things is not a bad thing, right? With charts and stuff like that. So have an amazing afternoon. Thank you for joining me. Each and every one of you is special. Love you. Thank you for everything that you bring during these live streams. Share with your friends. And Carpe Profit sees those profits one trade at a time. Check out those cryptos. See if it's right for you. Check out ISO 2022. Check out the Jasara Nasara link down below if you want to educate yourself more on that. Mod Papa, I don't really trade too many of those cannabis stocks in that sector at all. I trade more what is moving and Quanta. Let's see, we did talk about Quanta in the beginning. So this is my little super penny stock. Took profits at 16 cents yesterday. Saw the volume was waning, got in at 8 cents and have been riding it. Should have taken my profit there, but missed it. And then took my profit over here. Lesson learned though. Have an amazing one. And I will see you all tomorrow at 12:15. All right. Until then, have a great day.